case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In 2016, the Supreme Court of the United States heard a contentious case, Spokeo, Inc. v. Robbins, centered around the question of whether a person needs to prove actual harm to file a legitimate lawsuit, a concept legally referred to as standing. The plaintiff in the case was Robbins, who filed a class action complaint against Spokeo, a people search engine. The basis of his complaint was that Spokeo had provided incorrect information about him, thus violating his rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. The FCRA regulates the creation and use of consumer reports by consumer reporting agencies and holds violators liable for non-compliance. Potential harm under this statute, therefore, is not merely hypothetical but could be substantial and concrete. In the initial leg of the case, the Ninth Circuit sided with Robbins, ruling that he indeed had the right to sue based on the violation of his statutory rights and individualized personal interests. However, their assessment of the situation was put to the test by the Supreme Court. Understanding the Supreme Court's intervention requires grasping the crux of two legal requirements: concreteness and particularity. According to the Supreme Court, injury in fact not only needs to be concrete or real and existing, but it also must be particular or distinct and personal. The Ninth Circuit had seemingly overlooked the certainty of such a criterion, giving the Supreme Court reason to vacate or set aside their decision and remand or send back the case for further consideration. As the Supreme Court remanded the case back to the Ninth Circuit, the lingering admonition was that the Ninth Circuit's analysis was incomplete. It had failed to assess whether the alleged procedural violations involved a degree of risk sufficient to meet the much-debated concreteness requirement. Hence, the final word on whether their initial ruling was indeed correct remained unspoken.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class